Hey, this is Jason with InflatableBoarder.com, and today we're going to be reviewing the brand new 2019 THURSO Surf Max. Now, this is a brand new model for 2019. This is an all-around model, but it's larger than the company's other water walker all-arounders. This board measures 11.6 by 34 by 6. This is a big board. This board is perfect for paddling around children, dogs. You can even paddle around a couple adults on this board. The top deck is covered by traction pads. There are traction pads with a grooved design at both the front and the rear of the board, and then the middle of the board is covered by a diamond pattern grooved EVA foam traction pad, which gives you additional grip. So it's really nice having the traction pad on this board extending all the way to the nose of the board. Really makes it ideal for paddling around kids. Other boards without traction at the nose can be a little bit slippery for dogs or for children, so it's really nice to have this extended pad that goes all the way to the nose of the board. Located along the rails of the board are 4 stainless steel D-rings, which can be used to tie down additional gear or to attach the company's optional kayak seat. There's also a carrying handle mid-board. Also, you'll notice along the edges of the right rail there are Velcro closures. This is a paddle holder system that the company introduced for 2019. It gives you a really convenient place to secure your paddle while you're out on the water. So really a nice added feature. At the nose of the board are 6 stainless steel D-rings along with a massive bungee cord storage area. There is tons of space here for things like dry bags, backpacks, camping gear, and anything else you can imagine. There's a lot of space because the company has extended the placement of these D-rings out further towards the rails of the board. So it's just a really generously sized bungee cord storage area. It gives you a lot of available space for cargo. Also located at the nose of the board is a newly designed grab handle, which makes it really convenient for pulling the board in and out of the water. There's also a second one at the tail of the board, as well as an additional bungee cord storage area, which gives you additional cargo space. This is really nice for those times when you are paddling a dog or small child at the nose of your board. You can store your dry bag and other gear at the tail of your board. So really a nice feature. We love having the dual bungee storage area on the deck of the board. Lastly, located at the tail of the board is a high-quality Halkey Roberts style air valve, as well as a D-ring for attaching the included SUP leash. Now let's quickly flip the board over and take a look at the bottom of the board. On the underside of the board is a THURSO Surf logo towards the nose of the board. At the tail of the board is a triple fin setup. All 3 of these fins are removable, which is really nice when the time comes to deflate your board and pack it down. This board will roll up into a smaller footprint because you're not packing around those 2 fixed side fins like a lot of other boards have. These fins install quickly and easily without the use of tools. To attach the fins, simply drop them down into the channel, push them firmly into place, and push down the locking clip. Once that's done, they're installed and very secure. Simply repeat the process with the 2 small side fins and you're all set. Now let's quickly talk about what comes with the board. This board comes with a brand new THURSO Surf SUP backpack. The backpack was one of the weaker points last season with the company's SUP bundle. Definitely wasn't a premium backpack. It got the job done, but this is a premium backpack. This is a very nice backpack. Certainly one of the nicest we've ever reviewed. The material is thick, very durable. It's got wheels on the bottom, so this is a wheeled roller backpack. Really makes it convenient when you're traveling with the bag or carrying it. It gives you the ability to take it off your shoulders and just pull it behind you. Really convenient. On the front of the bag is a very large zippered storage compartment. There's also a smaller see-through storage compartment with a Velcro closure on the front of that pocket. That's where the company includes the user manual. On the sides of the bag are mesh elastic storage pouches. There's one on both sides of the bag. This is perfect for holding your SUP paddle. It's a good idea always to keep the SUP paddle on the outside side of the bag when possible, because sometimes the edges of the shaft are sharp and they can puncture the interior of your bag if you're not careful. So this is really nice for storing your paddle. You can also keep a towel here, some trunks, a change of clothes, or even a water bottle. So it's nice to have these external storage pockets. There are also 2 side grab handles on this bag, really convenient. They're stitched in very well to the side of the bag, and the handle is made out of a very thick, durable rubber material. So these are really nice grab handles to have. There's also one that's identical that's located at the very top of the bag. There is yet another grab handle on the bottom of the bag. This one features a different design. It's made out of a durable hard plastic. As I mentioned, the bottom of the bag also has 2 roller wheels. These wheels have deeply grooved traction built right in, which makes it nice when you're pulling the bag off-road through grass, gravel, sand, or dirt. Also, the bottom of the bag is very heavily reinforced. There's a dimpled rubber covering, very, very tough, covering the entire bottom of the bag. So this is fantastic because it will allow this bag to hold up a lot better than other bags which have no sort of reinforcement along the bottom. On the back of the bag are 2 heavily padded backpack straps. They have a few webbed nylon loops for attaching small items. There are also 2 plastic D-rings for clipping on accessories, a sternum strap that's fully adjustable, as well as a fully adjustable padded waist belt. So plenty of options for securing this bag once it's fully loaded and on your shoulders. The bag also has a really nice padded back cushion that is mesh lined for breathability. Last but not least, there's another more basic grab handle at the top of the backpack straps, as well as a see-through luggage ID window. Now let's talk about what else comes with the board. THURSO includes a really nice dual action SUP pump. This is a nice, reliable design. This SUP pump has a built-in pressure gauge at the top of the pump. It also has ports for both in and out, which means that you can use this pump for both the inflation process and the deflation process. The pump comes with a flexible inflation hose that simply screws right into the top of the handle. And last but not least, as I mentioned, this pump is dual action, which means when you initially begin the inflation process, you want to flip this red lever over to dual action mode. That will add air to your board on both the upstrokes and on the downstrokes, which helps you to more quickly and efficiently inflate your board. Once the pumping process becomes more difficult, simply flip the switch over to single action mode and then continue pumping until you reach the recommended pressure of 15 PSI. When you put the pump into single action mode, it really gives you the additional leverage you need to get your board to 15 PSI. Next up is the included SUP paddle. This is an extremely nice carbon fiber shaft travel paddle. Last year's paddle had a carbon fiber shaft as well, but it had a glossy finish. It looked a little bit cheap in our opinion. This year, the carbon fiber shaft has a matte finish, looks much higher end, very, very nice paddle. Also, last year's paddle gave us a little bit of trouble. A couple times while we were out on the water, the paddle actually came apart on us. The bottom portion of the paddle was not securely attached. This paddle design remedies that problem. So a much nicer design on this paddle, and we think this paddle will turn out to be a lot more reliable. The blade of this paddle is a very rigid nylon material, features THURSO Surf branding on one side, and the middle shaft portion of this paddle is kind of unique in that both ends are identical. There are pinholes, locking pinholes and locking clasps at both ends, and that gives you the ability to use a paddle blade on both ends simultaneously, which means that you can use this as a kayak paddle if you opt for the company's optional Kayak Seat. So to assemble the paddle, simply depress the locking pin on the lower portion of the shaft, slide the 2 pieces of the shaft together until it locks into place, and then close the locking clasp. That's all there is to it. Really a nice, secure design. The top assembles similarly. Simply slide it into place and then close the locking clasp. No locking pin is needed when assembling the top of the paddle. Next up, the company includes this very durable coiled SUP leash. Features a nice padded Velcro cuff, very comfortable. There's also a hidden key storage pocket located on the side of the ankle cuff, which is great for stashing your key. The leash has dual metal swivels at both ends to prevent tangling when you're out on the water. And the other end of the leash, of course, has a triple layered Velcro closure to secure the leash to your board. Also, the company throws in this very wide nylon webbed compression strap. This is used for compressing your board once it's deflated and rolled up. This year's strap features this huge, chunky plastic buckle, which makes it super convenient. Much easier to use than the metal D-ring that most compression straps come with. And last but not least, there's this high visibility orange plastic container, which houses the included SUP repair kit. Included in the repair kit is an extra fin clip, a valve wrench, and a couple PVC patches. Also wanted to give you a quick sneak peek at some of the optional add-ons that the company is releasing for 2019. These are optional accessories that are not included with the Max, but they're nice optional add-ons that you may want to consider. First up is the company's Kayak Seat attachment. This folds down into a very compact footprint. It'll fit right in your bag. It gives you a lot of added versatility with your board, as you'll now be able to paddle your board as a kayak. This seat is very comfortable, and it also quickly and easily attaches to the D-rings along the rail of your board using these locking clips. So definitely a cool accessory to consider if you like to sit down while you're on your board, while you're out on the water, or if you want to do some seated paddling, kayak style. It's a nice optional upgrade. The company is also introducing a brand new electric SUP pump. This pump, as you can see, is extremely compact, very, very small, lightweight, definitely the smallest electric SUP pump we've ever reviewed. This pump features a digital readout display and push button operation, very convenient and easy to use. And there's also a cigarette lighter adapter. So to operate this, all you do is simply plug it right into the cigarette lighter adapter in your vehicle, set the PSI, and walk away. This pump inflates your board to the desired PSI and then has an auto shut-off safety feature. So certainly a nice accessory to consider and will definitely make your life much, much easier. Next up is the company's full carbon paddle. This paddle incorporates the same shaft as the included paddle, but it adds a lighter weight full carbon blade, which is really, really nice. As you can see, it's branded with the THURSO Surf logo in white. And as I mentioned, it's full carbon, so it's lighter weight and more performance oriented. If durability is your primary concern, you'll probably want to stick with the included paddle that has the durable nylon blade on. But if you're looking for something that's lighter and more performance oriented, this is certainly one to consider. Last but not least, you may be aware that the company previously included an insulated SUP deck bag in their included SUP bundle. This year, that changed. They did away with that and chose instead to upgrade their SUP backpack, which we think was a good move. More people use the backpack than use the insulated SUP deck bag. But having said that, they do have a brand new insulated SUP deck bag. This is a more premium bag than the one that was included with their boards last year. This board has a durable nylon handle sewn into the top of the bag, as well as two mesh storage pouches, which feature a Velcro closure. On the bottom of the bag are plastic D-rings that are sewn in, and the bag also comes with mounting hardware that makes it super easy to mount to either the tail or the nose of your board. This bag features a water-resistant design, and when you open the bag up, as you see, the bag is fully insulated, so it'll keep your drinks and your snacks cool while you're out on the water. There's also a large mesh storage pouch on the inside of the top lid of the bag, and this bag can hold up to 10 cans. Last but not least, the company includes this adjustable shoulder strap, which is really nice and gives you some added versatility with the bag, as you can clip these easily to the clips on the side of the bag. This allows you to carry it around. This is a great bag, not only for paddling, not only for securing to the top deck of your board, but also for day trips. Basically, it's an insulated lunchbox, so there are a lot of additional things you can use this bag for other than just paddling. So overall, this is a really nice addition to the company's 2019 lineup. Kind of fills a gap in the lineup. Gives paddlers a larger all-around board. We love the fact that the company covered the entire deck surface with EVA foam. Really makes it great, as I mentioned before, for paddling with small children or with dogs, as it gives whoever is occupying the nose of your board plenty of grip, and it's soft on the feet. Really, really a nice feature. We also love the dual bungee storage areas. Gives you a lot of onboard storage space for bringing along things like camping gear, dry bags, backpacks, flip-flops, things like that. The new paddle holders work great. They really give you a nice way of securing your paddle, but it's better than last year's method of securing it with a Velcro handle. We also like the fact that the company included not one, but two grab handles, one at the nose, one at the tail. Really makes it convenient. for pulling the board in and out of the water, especially helpful when you're dealing with larger boards like this. And this board is 11 6x34, so it's a big board and it's nice to have those extra grab handles. On the water, this board is a lot of fun. It's extremely stable, very rigid under the feet, feels very much like a hard board when you get it fully inflated, and the board tracks well thanks to the 3-fin setup at the rear of the board. So if you're somebody who's looking for a super stable all-around board that's a bit bigger than the typical 10 or 11 foot board out there, the brand new Max is certainly a great option. This board is super versatile. You can do a lot of things with it. You can do everything from SUP fitness to paddling around children, pets. You can do fishing with this board. You can also use it to go on SUP excursions, touring, pretty much you name it. This is a really versatile all-around board that you can do a whole lot with. Last but not least, this board comes with a rock-solid 2-year warranty. The company really stands behind their gear. Everything they make, they stand behind it, and they're always around to answer questions or address concerns post-sale. So we love dealing with companies that stand behind their gear, and THURSO is certainly one of those companies that does exactly that. So that does it for our review of the 2019 THURSO Surf Max. If you enjoyed this review, please give it a like by clicking the thumbs up button below. And if you haven't already done so, we invite you to go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you've got questions about this board, just post them in the comments area below. We'll make sure to get all of your questions answered. And if you want to check the current price of this board or to read additional information or customer reviews, visit InflatableBoarder.com/max. Again, that link is InflatableBoarder.com/max, or you can simply click the link in the video description below. So that does it for today. Happy paddling.